want it, I like it, I buy it. I told her she gotta come try it. They wondering what I've been doing.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So today I am a little sick, so I might sound weird. So I actually just got back and I wanted to finally update you guys on how my eyebrows are looking. It's been, I believe, almost 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been almost 2 weeks since I got them done, and my brows, I love them. Honestly, I love them. So let me first explain. As you can see in the clips that I'm going to be inserting, the first thing she did was look at my brows and just kind of examine them and have an idea of what she was going to do. She mentioned that how I had pretty good eyebrows but just some sparse spots on them. So she actually went ahead and did that like thread. She measured everything, found all the right angles, and basically found my perfect ideal eyebrow shape, and that was really cool. So she got that, and then she went ahead and put on some numbing cream, which was just some cream. She put it with some wrap, and I had to let it sit for like 30 minutes. And then after that, she actually went ahead and got started with everything. I really loved her whole like procedure and explanation of everything, because during that whole time she was actually explaining what she was doing, and she was showing me how everything was clean, all the blades were clean and everything. So she basically just, by that time I couldn't feel anything on my brows. So you can see how she was literally like just tugging, not tugging, just drawing lines on there, and I couldn't feel anything, honestly. I was fine. She went through it the first time. She drew one of the first lines through. She finished that. Then she went ahead and put another numbing oil, which I guess helped with the pain and everything. She went ahead and put that on me, and as you can see, then she went ahead and just did that whole process again. It honestly took, I would say, an hour maybe at most, probably less. She did that whole process, and then she actually went ahead and put some of the ink. So since she made all those holes in my sounds weird, since she made all those holes in my eyebrows and those cuts, she put the ink in there. We let it set for a bit. I think that was all, and then she just did like the whole cleanup. It was kind of cool because it looked like literally I had the Frida Kahlo eyebrows, all literally huge, but it was cool. We let the ink kind of set in there, and then she just wiped them off. She wiped it off, and they looked really dark, but they looked really nice. Like, I was like so happy with them. And then after that, she just gave us the whole process. Like, when you get this done, you can't sweat because it could infect your eyebrows. You can't, what was it? Well, you can't be in the sun directly because that also affects your eyebrows. Basically, it's like how when you have a tattoo, you have all those things. I don't know if it's the exact same thing. There's like stuff that are different that like vary within like each thing, but it was basically that. I couldn't wet them for the first day, and then I had to be really careful. Basically, I had to be super careful with them, which was fine because I knew like that's what I was getting myself into. So since I did that, we also, like, in the beginning, I had to fill in just a waiver explaining how, like, I had to sign stuff saying that I agreed to get this procedure done and whatever. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a really fun experience. I don't regret doing it because now I have these brows, and honestly, I did not fill them in. I have not filled them in at all. So fast forward to today. Well, not fast forward to today. Let's fast forward to like the days after. I think I didn't record anything. I'll insert a picture if I did take a picture of myself, but I got sick not right after, but a while after. I was busy during that time. Then I came back and I got sick, so I didn't really take any pictures of the whole process in between. But it all started with the first days. They were fine. It just looked a lot darker than this. I think it was a lot darker. Not a lot. It was darker than this. Let's say that. I think it was the second. My mom did the whole process with me at the same time. She did the shading. So there's the microblading that you can get the hair-like strokes. And then there's the shading, I believe. So that's more like a makeup effect on your brows. So she actually had the microblading on there, then she got the shading done. I don't know if I'm using the correct terms, but this is, yeah. Okay. But yeah, my mom got that done, and we were basically going through the whole thing at the same time because she had actually done this before, like 2-3 years before. She was just getting her touch up basically. And since I had seen her have that done, and with that same person, it's what like helped me actually decide to actually go ahead and do it. Hers was peeling, I think. Hers started peeling first, and I was kind of like, what about me? For like the aftercare, all we had to do was the first day not wet them. The second day, I think we could wet them, but just be careful. And then the days after that, I just had to be careful with my brows, basically. Like if I washed my face or dried my face, I can't like rub them. Just had to like pat them. Yeah, in terms of bleeding, I didn't really bleed much. It was just during that time, I think I did bleed a little, but nothing bad. The hurting, it didn't really hurt. At times I would get like, just like how you get itchy with things, at times I would get just itchy, especially like right here. But what I did for that is I would probably like, I think I touched it at times, just like patting it really hard because it was itchy, but nothing bad, honestly. The healing process was fine. It probably, I don't know what, like, how long the whole healing process is. I'm probably like still in the healing process, but it's been good so far. I think it started, I think it took 2 days or 3 to completely peel off. They peeled off, now they are all peeled off. They haven't hurt, they haven't been itchy. They've like grown back, but I tweezed my eyebrows, so they're all good. And honestly, now that I go to work, I don't know if they're completely healed. You obviously, when you get this done, you have to go for a touch-up. I believe 4 weeks later? I'm not sure, but you have to go get a touch-up, and I'll let you guys know more about how that goes. I don't know how, like, the difference. I guess it varies within everyone. My brows kind of faded because they fade after they peel. I don't know if that makes sense. But after they peel, they're gonna look less intense than how I first got them. And I think they did. They still look pretty dark and nice. The best thing is not having to do my brows. Like, that saved me so much time during my makeup routine. Like, I just put on foundation, some bronzer, some powder, mascara, and I think I'm done. Oh, concealer. And I'm done, and I'm like, wow, I don't have to do my brows. Now that I explained basically everything that went on during my whole procedure, I'm just going to show you guys how they look now up close. Might be going in and out of focus, and my hairs have kind of grown. But as you can tell, this brow, I had one brow that she had to fill in more than the other. This brow she had to fill in a bit less. She mostly did like the tail ends of my eyebrows, as you can tell. Like right there. And the color did fade. It looks a lot less intense on there. But she did the tail end of my eyebrows, and then you see hair like strokes all over my brows. You just see them once I pull it back. And that's basically what she did. And this brow is where she did a bit more because I had more hairs missing on this side. So she went ahead and filled in the tail end of my brow. She filled in this top part where I had a lot of hairs missing, and I still do. Hopefully they grow back now without me over plucking them. Yeah, she just filled in whatever sparse spots I had. And then especially right here in the front, the thing is I can see it fading, but hopefully when I get it retouched, when I get the touch up, she can just fix that. But right here, I also had, usually your brows, oh my god, that's out of focus. Usually your brows go from your eye, from like this corner of your eye to this. And this one was a lot shorter. Like, as you can tell, it started over here. So she she basically drew in those hair-like strokes that are right there. And these right here. She drew in all those. And now they just look more filled in. But I just would like to have it more filled in up here as well. Because, you know, my eyebrows are all over the place. I really enjoyed this whole process. I will definitely continue doing it. It's saving me so much money on brow products and so much time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions that I could answer down below, and if like you have done this whole procedure, or if you're going to, or any tips that I could maybe give. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this, but since I got it done, I can tell you guys more of how it feels and more of like everything. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share with your friends and comment down below more questions, more comments, whatever. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
I told him I'm keeping it quiet.
I pull up, you know I be moving. Whipping the foreign, I'm cruising.